Hello, Earth Angels. These are cards uploaded on January 10th, but they have been pulled with the intention that they be timeless, and so should apply anytime that you happen upon this video. I have a couple of the decks I have been using and a couple of new decks. I'm going to start out with a new deck that's called Nature and Soul Yoga Wisdom cards. These are interesting because there are actually yoga poses incorporated into the art. So the card that came out, and I'm going to bring it up close at first so you can see the yoga poses. If anyone is successfully doing these yoga poses, let me know. They would be way beyond my capability. This is Rainbow Vibration. The rainbow is a universal symbol of light, energy, joy, and expression. The colors of the rainbow are connected to the colors of the 7 main chakras, giving the rainbow a unique connection to the energy body. Full wheel pose allows all of the energy centers to activate and cultivate more opening, spaciousness, and flow of prana. With this fully expressed heart opener, you may allow the physical to experience being a living rainbow of light. The rainbow mandala of this card is inviting you to connect with the universal consciousness of light, sound, and vibration. Each color of the rainbow is a powerful energy ray, bringing balance inward on every level. Rainbow is inviting you now to open, clear, and reconnect with your original nature. Allow the unique qualities of the rainbow to assist you in balancing and reclaiming wholeness. See and sense the rainbow color flowing through you and attuning you to new energies and vibrations. This is a recalibration of the energy field and an upgrade to a higher level of awareness. From Archangel Metatron, your card is Leadership. Answer the call. Well, the title is in the landscape position, but the picture is portrait, so we'll just put it in portrait mode. To be a leader means to be open to the opportunities that always will come knocking. It means being prepared to welcome change and growth and each new adventure as part of life's long journey. Leadership often entails entering uncharted territory and creating a new path for others who will follow in your wake. To be asked to be a leader by Metatron requires faith that you will always walk these steps, but that you will do so with his light burning brightly beside you. The darkness diminishes, and all that can be seen is the blazing trail ahead into what your higher self has already agreed to long before you incarnated. It is said that leaders are not made but born, and this is true. And yet, for those of you who struggle with leadership, realize that with Metatron you are offered a chance of rebirth, a chance to become a figurehead and an inspiration to others. It's not so much about what you do. It has to do with how you are. Your light goes out in front of you, and others become aware of it, even if they do not understand it or realize the impact it can have on anyone who sees, feels, or touches it. You make a difference each day, just by being you. The keys on this card highlight that there are many doorways still to present themselves in your life. You will know which to open, which to walk away from, and which doorways are for others to walk through. Robes of purple and crimson red are worn by those who have earned the wisdom to wear them, with such wisdom coming from many lifetimes before this one that you experience now. Leadership is not a lonely place with Metatron at your side. His beacon flame is given to those he knows he can trust to do his work and spread his energy of transformation on this planet. Those whom you are asked to help will have been sent to you and are a correct vibrational fit for what you have to impart to them. Truly, leaders are teachers who pass on knowledge but are mainly here to remind each person they meet of what already lies dormant within them. In Metatron's army of light, many leaders are needed, those from different backgrounds, life experiences, creeds, ages, and races. You are one who has been called. All that is asked is that you say yes, and the beacon will be lit in your honor and given to you. You take no baggage with you, no preconceived ideas, expectations, or hopes, just yourself and your light. That is all that you need for whatever you are asked to do, be, or say in this role. You signed up for this, and you are ready. Metatron, by the way, is my birth angel, being born on a Thursday. There are angels assigned to all babies that are born on their day. So if you're curious about who your birth angel is, you can Google that. I think the most reliable, it's been a couple years since I've looked, is a website called the Psychic Library, but I'm sure there are other places, and I don't really remember who was on which day, except Metatron is Thursday and Michael, I believe, is Sunday. It is kind of interesting, though, and it makes you feel a bit connected. Now, this is another deck that I haven't used before called Magical Dimensions. And your card is Ice Queen. Introspection, self-analysis, fortitude. And this is connected with the silver-white color ray. Ice Queen resonates to personal power and liberation from the shadow self. This revealing ray ignites strength and fortitude, calling forth a presence from the depths of the soul to penetrate through the most difficult of challenges and trials. Fusing a bridge between the powers of nature, soul light power, and the darkness that is a part of the light itself. A new butterfly is born as it sheds its old self and steps into the newness and light of its own being. Go into a space of deep inner reflection, for it is a time of going within and is required in order to face the shadow self. Perhaps you need to retreat and do some self-growth exploration. If you feel lost or confused about your situation, just go within. It takes strength and courage to reveal the truth, and sometimes the shadows attempt to hide light from you. Honor both the light and dark, but choose light. And the companion crystals are snow quartz and phantom quartz. The companion essential oil is wintergreen, which I don't believe you can take orally, by the way. So if you're using wintergreen, just use it for aromatherapy, because I'm not sure if it's safe for topical either. Read the bottle. I don't need to mother you, do I? And lastly, from Mother Mary Oracle, the card that came up is Our Lady of Divine Direction. Ooh, there's a glare. Let's change that. I am guiding you, my child, and I ask you to trust me. Recently you had, or soon you will have, a sudden change in direction in a matter that perhaps surprises you. Do not resist this. Allow my hand to guide the course of your life direction. I have foreseen a pitfall that you can easily avoid while still reaching your destination. Pray to me and trust, and together we shall journey on toward the goal. There are times when the quickest way to a destination is not the most obvious or direct route. When you have the wise eyes of the mother watching over your journey, she will nudge you to take an alternative route if there is a big hole in the middle of the road up ahead, even though you can't see it as yet. Perhaps you have had an experience driving home when you felt that your usual route wasn't such a good idea. You either trusted your gut and went a different way, only to find out later there was a big accident that backed up traffic on your traditional route, or you ignored your intuition only to end up at that big accident and stuck in the backed up traffic. This mundane example can apply in larger circumstances. Perhaps you are trying for entry into a particular course or applying for particular jobs, only to find that again and again you are knocked back. Now, yes, if this is truly in your heart, then you must continue. Perhaps the knockbacks are helping you build trust and self-belief, which you will need to be able to do the job you are seeking, without losing your inner connection and spirituality. This might be so, especially if the company you are eventually going to work for has some dark or negative tendencies in its corporate culture. Perhaps part of your undercover spiritual work in taking on an administrative role there, for example, is to help balance the spiritual light in the organization. You would need a strong inner light to be able to do that, and not become depressed and disconnected in that toxic culture. Circumstances in your life might be building your inner light so that you are ready for your future work. This happens more often than we might expect. However, if something is not truly in your heart but is more in your mind, out of habit or not seeing any other way, then you may well find closed doors. If you were to glimpse behind those doors, you would notice Mother Mary on the other side, shutting them firmly in your face, after whispering to you to go down the hall and try a different door. Our Lady of Divine Direction arises when you are pursuing a path and there is going to be a nudge in a different direction. This is either coming soon or has just happened. This oracle says to trust in that, and the reason for it will become apparent later on. It might be to build yourself spiritually, or it could simply be a timing issue. It might, however, indicate that a slightly or very different path is actually going to help you get to where you need to go. You might need a lot of trust, because your change in direction may not materialize straight away. If you have ever seen a large boat change course, and you are a large soul, beloved, hence the analogy, then you will know that it seems to slow almost to a standstill as it maneuvers into its new direction. Once it is on course again, eventually it picks up power and it's full steam ahead. It will be the same for you. No matter what the details of your particular situation may be, there is a need for trust. This helps the flow of healing change, so it is much easier for us to sense what we need to do, or perhaps even not do, to allow the new way to manifest itself. If you have been praying for change but it is yet to show itself, this oracle comes with this message for you. The Holy Mother has heard your prayer and is responding. Circumstances are being set up in your life so that you can receive the new direction in the best possible way. Sometimes that will happen unexpectedly. Sometimes we will need great patience while we wait. Sometimes we will need great courage to act. All right, guys, those are your cards for today. I hope they resonated. Take care.